just had, Mike and I were having some technical difficulties this morning getting on.
Right. Yeah, basically.
You can just kind of start with an explanation of what we're talking about. So we're just talking about the updates. I think you're going to start by sharing a little bit about the grants, right, that we have available as Nebraska, and then we'll talk about the updates on the PPP. So if you could kind of go there, we'll see if we can't resolve getting the screen share up. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I know not all of our clients are in Nebraska, but the state of Nebraska, through the grants that it received from the federal government under the CARES Act, decided to offer a number of different grants, and the one most significant to our client base is for what are called small business stabilization grants. And I think probably most of our clients got the client alert that we sent out Monday, which is when it started. And these allow basically $12,000 grants to small businesses with at least 5, and it's based on headcount and not FTEs, but 5 employees and no more than 49. And those applications started, and they last until June 26th, but it's first come, first served. So we don't know exactly, where they stand so far as how much money is left, but people are interested in that, should get those applications in if they haven't. And then there's also some more specialized grants for livestock producers, those involved in broadband, and for employee training. So those are particularly of interest to anyone. They might want to check those out as well. So,
and Jim, is there like a total dollar amount that's being allocated to those grant programs? Do you know?
Yeah.
Is that?
And
that's why it's first come, first served. So there's only going to be so many.
Yeah, there's 330 million, and so basically, it's about, if I did the math right, about 27,000 applicants will get the $12,000 if you divide it up that way. So.
Great, and so I think you were also just going to give a reopening update.
Yeah, this is just some data just to kind of get people thinking about where they are. This is a week or so old, but you can see that majority of the businesses have started to reopen, and almost everyone is adopting some kind of procedures and policies, and Matt's going to talk about that later, to respond to the pandemic, and concern about lawsuits, which again is something that Matt can talk to if people have time. And the number actually went up a little bit from the spring in terms of those thinking that it's going to take a long time to fully recover in this survey that came out a week or so ago. So.
And so then I think you were going to talk about the updates to the PPP. So there were significant updates here on the PPP.
Yeah, the big thing that happened, obviously, early in June was that Congress acted to very significantly change the time frame. And most people probably received, if they were PPP borrowers, received that money in sometime in April, which means the 8 weeks would be coming due. And they realized there were pretty significant differences in the way things played out than they had anticipated when they passed the act in March. So this was bipartisan, fairly unusual bipartisan act, hardly any opposition. So this was adopted, and it does really change basically the way that you're going to use